Welcome back to Rebuild Rescue. Today, we're here in the hangar and we're gonna talk about something a few people in the comments have brought up. I may or may not have a little bit of a habit of starting new projects and not completely finishing old ones. So we're here to talk about that. We got a few of the projects that you guys do know about, and we're gonna talk about a few of the projects that you guys don't know about, but we're gonna wait for that. So we have the CJ5 here, which we rescued the CJ5 after, I think, what was it? It was like, how many years was this? Do you know, how many years was this?
I think it was 20.
It was 20 years, yeah. So the guy who owned this completely restored it. Like if you look underneath it, it's all new stuff. I mean, it's in really good shape. Completely restored it, spent years doing it, took it on a trail ride, and he rolled it. Like he said he put maybe like not even 100 miles on it, and he rolled it not once, not twice, 3 times. So if you look at the roll cage, it's crooked. Check out the video. We go over this thing. It was quite the adventure getting it started, getting it running. This is one of the projects we are going to finish up on once I can walk, once I can actually stand up on my own. We're gonna finish this up. You know, what we're gonna be doing with most all these projects is finishing them up, making sure they run and drive perfectly, and then we're gonna auction them. You guys can own them, you guys can win them. Whatever profits we make off of these projects, it's going to Rebuild Rescue charities. We're gonna be giving away money. Remember, we wanna give $1 million away. We gotta do it. We gotta give $1 million away. Super excited about that. I can't wait till we reach that. We're gonna do it. So that's the Jeep project. V8, 4-speed. It's cammed up already. We'll probably do a wrap. We're gonna do a custom roll cage. This thing will be awesome. And then we have the Austin Healey. Lots of you guys have entered in this contest. Remember, you gotta be a subscriber, you have to like the video, you have to comment, I want the Austin, and you gotta share the video. So before we give this away, we're painting it. We're gonna be going over all the mechanicals. We're gonna make sure this thing is sweet. It already has a rebuilt motor in it. So we're gonna make sure it's wired up correctly and the battery polarity is right. If you guys didn't see the video, check that. I may or may not know a lot about reverse polarity English cars. I really have to mark those wires, but I did learn of it. So check that out. It's a really cool, fun driving car. So yeah, so we are gonna get this done. You guys are gonna get to see it getting worked on. I had a few people that have body shops and repair centers that know about these and offered to help. So we're working on that as well. Again, my leg is totally messed up, but I'm healing quick. I'm PTing, we're icing, we're doing all that stuff, so we're gonna get to it. So one of the other projects that we have, is it bad to say one of the other projects? I don't know. Anyway, so one of the other projects we have is my second airplane I ever bought, which actually wasn't that long ago. I talk about it like it was years ago. But it's a 1961 Piper Cherokee. Our goal with this Piper Cherokee is to put ported cylinders on it. I was just going to put the new cylinders on, an electronic ignition and a power flow exhaust, and then that's it. But the more I looked at it, this airplane is so beautiful. We're gonna pull this whole front assembly off. We're gonna completely refinish the firewall because it was never done. That's factory original. We're gonna redo the engine mounting system. We are going to split the engine and just go over the whole thing because the overhaul on it, only has 340 hours on it, but the overhaul is really old and I see a lot of oil seepage and like dried out gaskets. It sat and just didn't fly very much. So I think it'll be much better and also much safer for us to go ahead, pull the engine completely apart, go over it, and then we can make it pretty too. We can paint the block, thinking about doing like a pretty cool color scheme because, you know, after that, we're gonna do the panel, we're putting full glass in. In fact, something you guys don't know about, I don't know if you guys have seen around the hangar, we have some Piper PA-28s hanging around here. A 235, we got this 160, we have a 140 that has a 160 horsepower conversion in it. We're starting a new club called the Freedom Aviation Club. It's an affordable club that you guys can be part of right here in southeastern Pennsylvania. We'll have more information about it soon, but we're excited to have some affordable flying for all of you guys. We're excited to get some younger individuals involved. There's talk about having some scholarships through Rebuild Rescue charities for some underprivileged young adults so we can get them involved in aviation, because we need pilots, we need professional pilots, we need commercial pilots. So really excited about that. We don't have a website for Freedom Aviation Club yet, but we will soon. I can't wait to, I can't wait till that's done. I can't wait to get you guys involved in it. Yeah, so the cool thing about this is full teardown, full rebuild, ported cylinders, performance valve job, electronic ignition, power flow exhaust. I mean, that's a 160 horsepower engine. There's some folks that say it should have like 220 horsepower. I'm thinking it should have maybe 190, but 190 horsepower is gonna make this thing scoot. One of my ideas is, can we build the world's fastest Piper Cherokee? I don't know. I'm not sure if we can, but I think we're gonna find out. And if you're part of the club, you'll get to fly it. So I think, unless it's too fast, well, maybe it'll be too fast for me. No, I think I'll be all right. And there may have been one or two or a few of you asking about the 401, when we released the yacht video, what's going on with the 401. So the 401 is the most important project that we have, but this project, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. There's going to be a lot of things that are going to hold us up, whether it's labor, whether it's me thinking I'm going to be an Olympic skier and falling down a mountain, or simple things like parts, or simple things like inspections even, and getting people here to help. So that reminds me of something. Here at Rebuild Rescue, we've also decided to hire an A&P with inspection and authority. So if you know any APIAs that would like to come on board with Rebuild Rescue, would like an awesome job with some really cool people, if I don't say so myself. We have an awesome hangar here with the club and everything else that we're starting. We're gonna really need some help. We have some projects that we haven't even talked about yet, where we need someone to come with us on these adventures. We need some help. We need help with the 401. It's an awesome opportunity. So if you're interested and you are an APIA, we put an email down below, jobs@rebuildrescue.com. We'd love to have you, we'd love to talk to you. This 401 has come so far. As I start looking, back at our videos and I'm looking at it today, it's a completely different airplane, but there's so much more work to do. We have a ton of inspections to do. We still have not found the logbooks. So we got to dig in. We're gonna have to dig in and do every AD inspection that this airplane has had since 1969. It's a lot of work. We're gonna do it. We got to do all those inspections. We're going to rebuild the logbooks, which is a ton of work. We're really hoping that somebody would come up with the logbooks. In fact, let's put up a $5,000 reward. There's a $5,000 reward for anybody with information that leads to these logbooks getting to this hangar, getting in our hands and saving us that time and helping us to get the 401 back in the air again. Because otherwise we're gonna be spending weeks of inspections and notes and just, I don't know how many inspections are. It's a ton. I mean, like the last list I saw, I think it was like 40 some different AD inspections that this airplane needs. The other thing too, I wanted to make sure, I know in the interior cleanup video, you guys saw how Larry from MONYC came down and spent the day. You see how my crew from Mr. Dent came down, and I know you guys probably don't realize that that's my crew. We'll touch on that a little bit later in this video, but really just wanted to, again, thank Larry, his crew, his company, for coming down here. Every time I come in here, I see the airplane, man, it looks so good in comparison to that first day when we looked at this airplane, and the amount of work that all of you put into it with comments, with research, with motivation. I mean, you guys leave like the most amazing comments ever. It's like, so when I read through those, it lifts me up. it gives me energy to come in here, work on this, although I am in this wheelchair, but I can't wait. I can't wait to land this airplane at an airport near you guys. Somebody reached out the other day and said, wouldn't it be awesome if you guys could do a world tour in the 401? I have to admit, like, my mind was a little blown, because the reality is, we can do it. It can happen. Like, literally, someone said, I'm never going to be able to come over to the States to see the 401. And they were someone that donated to the GoFundMe. And I started thinking about it. I think they were in like Holland or somewhere in Europe, but why can't we? Why can't the 401 fly right across the pond over to Europe, see you guys in the UK, see you guys in Holland, see you guys in Britain, everywhere. Just get over there and share this adventure, and share what you guys have all been able to do. I'm just a small part of this. You guys are the motivation. You guys are the community. You guys have built this. And before I go way into that and get all emotional and stuff like that, let's talk about something else.
Hey, do you want to tell them about what we found out this morning?
Oh, that's right. So something really cool happened this morning. We got confirmation that this 401 was originally bought and owned by a famous family from right here in the US. I had heard rumor of it, there was talk and speculation about it, but it's been confirmed, and I can't wait to share that story with you after I talk to the family. It's so cool. It blew me away that this whole story from start to end is just blown me away. So it'll be really cool. So a little bit ago, I mentioned about my team, that came from Mr. Dent and helped Larry out while I was gone. Totally surprised me. You guys might have saw I got a little bit emotional. That team is my team. That team is from Mr. Dent, and Mr. Dent is a company I started when I was, I think 19 years old. So I've had that company for quite some time. Over at the shop at Mr. Dent is where we have a few more projects that you guys have seen, and maybe a project or two you haven't seen yet. I know, we have a lot of projects, and there may be 5 or 6 or 7. Okay, there may be a bunch you guys don't know about, because there was a bunch of projects we had before we found the 401 that we totally put on hold, but we're gonna get to them. I've talked about it before. I can't wait for you guys to see them. So let's hop in the car. Let's head over to Mr. Dent. I want you to meet the team. All right, so we're here at the Mr. Dent shop in Manheim, Pennsylvania. We're located right next door to the world's, I think it's the world's largest automotive auction. I've had my company here for, I think, around 27 years. Like I said, I opened it when I was 19 years old, and we've been here ever since. So one of the reasons I wanted to bring you guys here is I want to introduce you to all of the people that make it possible for us to go on all these adventures all over the place and to be over at the hangar working on other things. They're here getting stuff done. They're here making sure Mr. Dent is running smooth, and we can be doing all these cool things with all these projects. So let's go meet everybody. Hey, Christina, how are you?
I'm good, how are you? Hello.
Good. So, this is Christina. She actually makes sure all the schedule's good, people are taken care of, customers that come in and out of here are treated awesome. She's usually the one too that's answering the phone and just making sure everything runs smooth. If she wasn't here, I couldn't be anywhere else doing anything else.
Thanks.
So this is our recon shop where we'll run probably about 100 cars through here a day. Hey, what's up? How's it going, man? What's up, brother? How are you, man? Good. What's happening, Elijah?
Not much, how are you?
Good. Where's everybody at?
Huh?
Where's everybody at?
Working out there.
Awesome. And now to crutch up the steps. Kevin?
Crunch up or shut up.
So this is Kevin. Kevin works in our importing department. Totally gets everything done. He kills it. Couldn't do it without him. We do have a couple people out today, so we'll have to get them on at another time. So this is Stephanie. Stephanie oversees everything. So without Stephanie, none of this would happen. In fact, I think right now she's working on paperwork for an airplane purchase, which you guys don't know about yet, so we'll talk about that a little bit later. When I'm off gallivanting all over the country and finding projects to do and or down at the hangar crawling around, dirty airplanes, Stephanie's here, keeping things held down and getting things done.
What's going on?
Hey, what's happening?
What's up?
So you may or may not recognize some of these guys. Obviously, these were some of the guys. Is Tyson here?
He is. He's on his way back in.
On his way back. That were down and helped ammo NYC with the 401. That is Jake, Elijah, and Chris. So these are just some more of the team members that when I'm not here, they're here getting stuff done. And here comes Tyson. I don't know, Tyson, did you say anything in the last video?
Yeah.
You didn't say a word. So that's Tyson. So you were down, Elijah was down, Jake, and Chris, right? It was four of you. I knew we were missing somebody. So where's Malachi at?
Malachi.
Where's that?
What?
Where?
No, they're calling him Malachi.
Oh. I'm like, what? So anyway, awesome. Thank you guys. We're gonna actually check out a couple of the projects that we have here, and hopefully we can start getting them done and getting them out of here. So cool. Sounds good. I'm gonna go check out Stubby. As I'm walking away, I hear these guys joking about, I think it's about my crutches and something about Tyrannosaurus, I can't even say it, Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Tyrannosaurus Rex. You coming down the stairs was slow enough and loud enough. It was just like click, boom, click, boom, the whole way down. It took me so long. This guy over here is like, this feels like Jurassic Park. Like, we're just seeing things start to shake, and then you eventually come through the door. So, yeah.
Well, hopefully it's not as scary when I come through the door. So fun. Those guys are great. So this truck I've had for a number of years. If you guys check out one of my earlier videos, it's a video of basically of us rescuing my own truck because it sat for so many years after somebody worked on it and it didn't run. We built this truck out of a true green Chemlon truck and we named it Stubby. So Stubby's an international truck with a Dodge bed with a 7.3 power stroke. This is actually one of my first builds from so long ago, and it's been here for so many years. Like it has a really special place in my heart, and everybody has pulled up and tried to buy this. And I said I'd never sell it, but I actually decided, because Rebuild Rescue Charities means so much to me and so much to so many other people already, that we're gonna finish this up and I'm gonna go ahead and sell it. We have a bunch of modifications to do to them, some tuning and some cleaning up. And we are going to auction them off. We are going to make it part of Rebuild Rescue Charities to a donation. And it's the only thing I think that ever would have made me decide to sell Stubby. So let's check out a couple other projects we have. So this is the 1960s, I can't remember what year it is, International, I think it's like an 1800 or 1600 dump truck. It's a gas engine. If you guys didn't see the video, you gotta check it out. This was one of the craziest rides I was ever on. We took this thing literally right over the Appalachian Mountains to get it here. And these things are not geared for the highway. So we're going down the turnpike at maybe 60 miles an hour at like 5,000 RPM the whole way. It's a really solid truck. We're gonna finish this one up, clean it up, get the brakes done, get the engine working well, and we're gonna auction it off. Again, it's all gonna go for Rebuild Rescue Charities. One of you guys might use this. I mean, the dump bed works. It's a really cool truck, and I had thought about like coming swapping or something like that, but it's such a good running truck. It starts and runs, and it's original. We're gonna keep it original. We're gonna clean it up. One of you guys, hey, maybe one of you guys has a landscape company, or maybe one of you guys has a construction company, and you want a really cool truck. So we're gonna auction it off. You'll have a chance to win it. Everything's going to Rebuild Rescue Charities. And if you guys remember my F350 from the free abandoned yacht video that we came over a few weeks ago to hopefully use it to grab a trailer to get a really big boat, which turned out to be a yacht. So, and I know I saw in the video, I actually called it an F250. It's actually an F350. It turns out, we use this thing pretty hard. The 6.4, from what you guys were saying, isn't the strongest engine in the world. So it definitely has like a rod out, upper or lower end rod or piston or something, but it sounded like parts wanted to come out the side of the engine. So interestingly enough, we actually had Choate Performance reach out to us after seeing that video. They said that they can build a bulletproof 6.4 engine for the King Ranch that will make tons of power and is guaranteed not to blow up. So we're hoping that we can get this down to Tennessee and get one of those engines in it and see what it'll do. So I think it might be like a Choate Performance Rebuild Rescue for this King Ranch. So I know you guys have given me a little bit of grief about how many projects we have and whether or not we have them done. We're gonna get them all done. The 401 is the most important project, absolutely. There's gonna be some downtime. Again, that's, the 401, it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. It's gonna take a long time. We have a lot of work to do to it, and it has to be 100% right. The other thing I didn't tell you guys is I actually have 3 more airplane projects, 2 of which I got, before diving into the 401. So I fell in love with aviation about a year ago, and I've bought wrecked cars before and I've rebuilt them. I bought wrecked boats before, I bought wrecked motorcycles, but I never bought a wrecked airplane and fixed it. So a couple months back, before the 401, I bought a 1963 Mooney M20C that had a gear up landing. So unfortunately, a guy had just got it painted, just got a whole bunch of work done to it, and he forgot to put the landing gear down, and he landed right on the belly. It had a prop strike, hit the runway. I bought it. It's in Oklahoma. So we are going to get down there. We are going to rebuild that. We are going to get it and fly it back to the hangar. I also bought a Grumman Cougar a number of months ago, which is a twin engine airplane, really cool. It actually ran off the runway and both props hit the ground. So 2 wrecked airplanes. They're in 2 different parts of the country. We're gonna go get them. We're gonna rebuild them. We're gonna rescue them. We're gonna bring them back to the hangar, and I'm gonna bring you guys along. The 3rd airplane I was talking about is another Grumman Cougar that I bought just about 2 weeks ago, just for the parts for the Grumman Cougar the first one. So 2 Grumman Cougars. So we have 2, oh my gosh, I have 2 Grumman Cougars. They only made like 115 of those things. It's what Sam was flying the other day in the Ammo NYC video. Can't wait to get working on them. Can't wait to show you them, and can't wait to get flying with them. We have a lot of stuff to do, so I better get at it. Guys, thank you so much for coming along today. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for all your awesome comments every week. I love reading them. You know, if you have any questions, please post them. If you have any ideas, do me a favor. Put a post in the comments, you know, what project do you like the most? Which project do you want to see after we're a little further in the 401? Thank you guys for coming along. Make sure you subscribe, like, ring the bell, turn on notifications. Take care.